In this video, we kind of want to discuss a little bit about how do you go about doing this energy ball thing when you just don't feel good? How do you get into a space where you want to nurture yourself when you don't feel like nurturing yourself? So what does it mean to just not feel good? It could be a lot of different things, of course. So you could be sad, you could be grieving about something. Maybe you just feel kind of blue or depressed. You might feel a little apathetic and not know why. You might just feel crummy. You might feel overwhelmed.
Well, or even ill, actual physical illness and pain can make
Yeah.
it very hard to focus on anything but your body, which is what you want to help and fix, but you can't get out of your body pain.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we'd like to offer is this practice of the energy ball is a tool. It's a tool for shifting your awareness from whatever to this space. Because your mind, your mental capacity can't focus on too many things at the same time. And pain is very distracting. Emotional pain is very distracting. But if we can just give ourselves permission to focus our energy in this little space, and we're going to be giving you lots more tools of how to make this more effective in later videos. But for right now, we want you to just give yourself permission to allow this awareness to be shifting your focus of attention away from those distracting things into this space. This is a beautiful space right here. When you're focused in here, that is enough to shift your awareness, and you do need to give yourself a little bit of time. So what we want to share with you there is you always have a minute or two. I don't care what's going on. You have a minute or two. So, you might feel like you're in a hurry. So go ahead, Cindy.
What I was going to add is that I have squirrels that live in my head that sometimes will just not shut up. And if I tell the squirrels that I am going to put a timer on the phone so that I can meditate or work with the energy balls now, that they just need to be quiet for 2, 3, 5 minutes, that I can get my mind to stop long enough so I can do this. And then when the timer goes off, what I have found is that those voices or squirrels chattering has calmed way down, even though they technically could come back full force because I had given my mind permission to come back in X number of minutes. And that's a little trick I do with my head.
That's cool. Yeah, and one of the things that I've done is when you're driving and say you get delayed, maybe there's road work and you're going to sit there for a few minutes. It could even just be a long stoplight. Those are moments when you can shift your attention. You can even turn off the radio. You can move your attention into a centered place. And the energy ball is a nice centered place. It's a focus of energy attention. Some people use a candle flame, and that's never been a biggie for me, but it works for a lot of people. But this is a great way of focusing my energy because I can pay attention to that energy more. That's for me, that works really, really well. So that is a good shifting of awareness, and you can do it in 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. And we're going to be giving you some more tricks that you can use later on in other videos. But there's more to what we can do also if we want to get into using this energy ball and to feel better before we do it when we have a little more time. So how about things like, well, we could call it the forced smile or forced laughter. There's actually groups in India that get together to laugh together. They call it laughter yoga. And it is surprising how effective that can be to shift your awareness out of those sad kinds of negative emotions or physical feelings and focus into a brighter, more cheery place to be, right?
Yes, and for years I did software sales, and we would have a little mirror that would be attached to the corner of our monitor. Because if you are aware, if you're smiling or frowning, because that smile would come through the phone to the customers. And it just made them want to be more engaged with you because you had more of a smile in your voice, even if you felt crummy.
Yeah, and if you're smiling, it actually changes your physical being. It changes your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and then the other thing that you can do to shift your energy is your posture. Something as simple as your posture, because when we feel sad, depressed, pain, physical pain, and things like that, really, if we pay attention to it, we'll find that our shoulders are slumping. A lot of times we'd be hunching over. It affects our posture. So simply by rolling your shoulders back, standing up and stretching, moving your arms up and out, we can start moving our energy in a more positive, uplifting manner simply by changing our body posture. And that can change our energy and make it easier for us to do something that is more focused awareness around an energy ball or anything we're doing, really.
Yes, there are TED Talks on power poses.
Yes.
The other thing that can be very helpful, it was something I learned that had to do with somatic experiences or techniques, is that our brain wants to be happy. Our body wants to be happy and out of pain. But it also, it has a hard time stepping back from whatever the situation is, or from the thoughts that are running around in our head. So instead of telling the brain, no, you can't think about that, whatever that is, you actually focus on that, and you bring forth all emotions that you can, and you focus on that for a moment.
Oh, wow.
And then you focus on the polar opposite. So it's like, I am just so angry with my boss. I cannot stand this person. And then you think of something that makes you really happy. So like your grandchild or your spouse, whatever makes you feel love. And you focus on that feeling for a minute. And it's like, oh, okay, that feels good. And then you go back and you focus on what was really making you angry. And you give words to it and the feelings, and then you purposely go back to the positive and give words and feelings. And pretty soon, as you're shifting back and forth, then 4, 5, 6, 7 times of this, the negative, angry energy is dissipating, and you want to be in this natural state of happiness.
That's a cool technique.
Yeah. You remember to do it.
Yeah. And of course, when you do that, you're going to start seeing the positive aspects. Mm-hmm. There's because we can never solve a problem from the anger. We can only solve a problem from feeling like there is a solution. And
sometimes the solution is as simple as like, okay, I don't feel angry anymore at this person because I've replaced it with good, loving feelings.
Yeah.
And detach myself from this. So then it becomes no longer an issue. Like, whatever.
Yeah. So I think really the idea around not feeling like doing something nurturing for yourself is, so I think really what we want to convey to you here is that when you're not feeling like nurturing yourself, or you think you're not feeling like nurturing yourself, that's when you need it the most. And just doing the action of creating an energy ball with that intention to create it and to focus your attention on that. And these other tools that we're talking about now and in the next videos to come, these are all ways of shifting your awareness and your energy and helping you to nurture yourself and get you out of negative emotions and experiences and into positive ones. So it's all good, and we just have to give ourselves permission. We have to give ourselves a little bit of time. It doesn't need to be a lot. And who doesn't want to feel good? You know, who doesn't want to feel good? So
Amen to
anything
that.
that yeah, so anything that we have as a tool that we can use to shift our awareness out of the negative into the positive is a good thing. And it's going to help us in all ways. So let's go on and show you some more uses for your energy ball.
All right.